In fact, the ESPN film doesn't feel like a sports doc at all. You walk away convinced that Bruce Lee was an artist more than anything else. Photo, Bruce Lee Family Archive, ESPN. There's a slight disconnect in the fact that the Bruce Lee documentary Be Water is airing on ESPN in the time slot where the 10-part Michael Jordan series The Last Dance recently reigned supreme for 5 weeks straight. The channel's attempt to continue capitalizing on sports-deprived viewers' hunger for docs about transformational athletes is certainly understandable. They've already aired a 2-part film about Lance Armstrong, and next week we're getting one about Sammy Sosa and McGwire, but the intimacy, lyricism, and righteous rage of Be Water are miles away from the corporate, apolitical sheen and gabby back and forth of The Last Dance. Be Water doesn't feel like a sports doc at all. You walk away from it convinced that Bruce Lee was an artist more than anything else. Directed by Nao Nguyen, Be Water follows Lee's story via the voices of those who knew him, as well as film critics and historians. We don't see any of the interviewees' present-day faces until the end credits, while nimbly weaving the martial artist and actor's life with a broader context for his career and stardom. Passages from Bruce's diaries are read by his daughter, Shannon Lee. The title refers to Lee's own revelation, which he claims happened as he rode a junk by himself as a teen in Hong Kong harbor, punching the water in frustration, that the true way to fight was to be like water. The softest substance in the world only seems weak, he observes. In reality, it could penetrate the hardest substance in the world. This led to a style of fighting that had the formal elegance, physical majesty, and artful unpredictability of dance. And watching it all come together is intoxicating. At one point, the film cuts between Lee fighting Chuck Norris in Way of the Dragon and Muhammad Ali fighting Cleveland Williams in 1966. Lee himself was fascinated by Ali, and while the moves aren't the same, the energy certainly is. A personality emerges from the action, and the fight becomes less about defeating an opponent and more a form of expression. Lee was ambitious, proud, even boastful. He had to be. It would not have been possible to accomplish what he did by being shy or playing hard to get. He wanted to become an Asian leading man at a time when pretty much all stars in Hollywood were white. Good-looking, charismatic, and enormously talented, he could get in the door, and get parts. He loved the camera, and it loved him back, but he still found himself running up against the racism of the film industry and the society at large. He refused to take roles that he considered demeaning to Asians,